If this video gives you something new to watch, do me a favor by hitting the like button and maybe subscribing. Before we begin, can you guess what waifu this is? Well, if you like grenades and battle royales, then this one's for you. Number 1, Batum. Batum begins just like many other popular anime, with our protagonist Ryoto being a shut-in NEET who spends all his time playing video games. Ryoto just so happens to be the best player in all of Japan for the online action game called Batum. All of a sudden, Ryoto wakes up on a tropical island with a case full of grenades and a green crystal embedded in his hand. After being attacked by another person, Ryoto suddenly realizes exactly what is going on. Someone has created a real-life version of Batum, and Ryoto now finds himself being one of the many players in this deadly game. Batum is like Darwin's game for two key reasons. First of which being that, in both anime, the protagonists are forcefully dragged into a real-life death game that they don't want to be a part of. Then the second reason is that the players in both anime each have a unique way of fighting. In Darwin's game, each player has a unique power or ability, while in Batum, each player starts with a different type of bomb to fight with. Then both anime have a video game-ish setting, and mainly follow a boy and girl pair working together. The only issue I have with Batum is that they never finish the story. To put it into perspective, there is a total of 26 manga volumes, but the anime only covers the first 9. Other than that, the anime is extremely entertaining, and I suggest you check it out. This anime can be simply described in 3 words: betrayal, gore, and sax, but with an E. Number 2, King's Game. Our protagonist, Nobuki, is the new transfer student. I know you're curious, so let me tell you, yes, he does indeed sit next to the window. Nobuki is extremely antisocial due to an experience at his previous school involving the King's Game. The King's Game begins when you receive a text from the king, which includes instructions that has to be completed within 24 hours. If you fail to complete the task and or try to quit the game, you will die an uncontrollable and gruesome death. This anime begins when Nobuki and his classmates each receive a text message from the king. His classmates think it's a joke and refuse to believe Nobuki's warnings. That is, until people begin to die. King's Game has 2 strong likenesses to Darwin's game. First off, read the titles. Second off, both anime revolve around a cell phone-based survival game, which the protagonist never wanted to start. So unless you are looking for an anime with over-the-top and senseless gore, I would highly suggest you ignore this one. Personally, I don't like this anime, and honestly, they should have just turned it into a full-blown, you know. Maybe you disagree, and I'm okay with that. Let me know what you thought of King's Game in the comments below. If you would enjoy a classic action-packed battle royale, then here you go. Number 3, Junie Tyson Zodiac War. Every 12 years, a Zodiac tournament is held, and 12 of the world's strongest mercenaries gather to determine who is the strongest. Each of the warriors represent one of the 12 Zodiac animals, and each has their own unique fighting style that coincides with it. At the start of the tournament, each mercenary must swallow a poisonous jewel, which acts as a time limit to guarantee the warriors will fight each other. The last mercenary alive at the end of the tournament receives the antidote to the poison and can have any one wish they desire granted. Junie Tyson is kinda like Darwin's game. The similarities would be that both shows are set around a survival game, and in both shows, every character has their own unique way of fighting. I will be the first to admit this anime has some issues, such as the repetitiveness of the episodes, and how the episode titles spoil all the deaths in the series. Even with that, I absolutely love this anime, which is why it's on this list. So you should definitely check out this anime, just be sure to ignore the episode titles. I highly doubt there's anyone here who hasn't watched this anime. Number 4, Future Diary. Future Diary is a battle royale anime where the last person standing becomes a god. There is 12 people total, each wielding a cell phone with a special ability that reflects their personality. Our protagonist is Yuki, a 14-year-old and a total His cell phone has the ability to predict everything that will happen around him, but never what will actually happen to him. Okay, now let's talk about the reason people actually enjoy this show. There is this girl named Yuno. She is Yuki's stalker, and she is completely and utterly insane. You will love her. Yuno's cell phone only tells her things about Yuki, and she takes it upon herself to guard Yuki with her life. Future Diary and Darwin's game are both centered around a survival game, and in both shows, the characters' cell phones are extremely important to their survival. Plus, in both shows, the protagonist teams up with a psychotic female right from the start. If you don't know about the show, then you definitely need to go watch it. As long as you watch this anime from a casual perspective, you are almost guaranteed to have a good time. This is arguably the most similar entry on the list, but yes, it's a magical girl anime, so everyone who is too manly for that, go ahead and leave. Okay, now that they're gone, number 5, Magical Girl Raising Project. Magical Girl Raising Project is a popular online multiplayer role-playing game, and Kayuki Himekawa is an active player who receives an in-game notification telling her that she can become a real magical girl. Koyuki accepts and begins her career as a magical girl by taking on the appearance of her in-game avatar. A little while later, Koyuki receives another notification, this time saying there is too many magical girls and a competition will be held to determine who will lose their power. After the first girl loses her powers, and then dies, the simple magical girl competition turns into less of a contest and more of a war. Similarities to Darwin's game would include the survival game aspect, the cell phone video game-ish setting, and the fact that each character has a unique special power. I love the concept of this anime, but I haven't finished it yet, and here is why. If that somehow doesn't make you want to rip your ears off, then I think it's time for you to give this anime a chance. Were you able to guess what waifu this is? It's Mai from Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Ooh, real quick, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment. YouTube algorithm loves comments. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope to see you next time.